Welcome back to another video on Gearsaw Studios, and today I'm going to be covering 26.3's latest snapshot, number 7. As you can see here, we have concrete slabs, concrete stairs, but more importantly, if we look around our abandoned campsites, you can find new explorer maps. That's right, we got a map rework. So let's get right into it. As you can see here, if you start exploring your abandoned camps and you find the oxidized treasure chest in them, they will start leading you to important places in the world, including ancient cities. So be sure to check around. The normal chest will also contain maps to other abandoned camps, so that way you can find rare biomes in your world and other camps. Remember, you can see we can go straight to the swamp, we can go to the windswept hills, we can go to the birch forest, but it also can link to places like the Pale Garden, which can be notoriously rare to find, or the treasure maps can even lead to the desert, which can also be extremely rare to find, especially if you're in a snowy area. So ultimately, this is an exploration update. You gotta check around your new abandoned campsites, and they'll all link to each other. The biomes might be a little bit out of the way, but that means you can find those areas. And then, once you promptly do that, then you'll be able to explore them. Additionally, the little map indicator actually shows your direction if you're exceedingly far away and changes sizes for when you're further than 1000 and closer than 1000. So you can see here, Flower Forest, we found one. And then this leads to a Cherry Grove map. And this usually leads to endless chains. Sometimes they can loop back in on themselves, but if you go 1000 blocks in a random direction, chances are you'll find an abandoned camp that leads to a new area. Pretty much, you can now follow these trails between them in order to find new areas in your world. And since they choose a random biome each time, it also means you could get to the dappled forest. Pretty much, you no longer have to rely on chunk base or other biome searching measures to find the places you want. And it even leads to structures if you look hard enough. However, most structures are usually not that hard to find, but knowing the climate zones is what's most important. So this chest here, you can see it's taking a long time to open. It's because it has a Pale Garden abandoned camp map, which means I should find a fairly sized Pale Garden at the end of this. And what do you know? It's not super big, but another explorer map. And you can see beautiful cave under it. Gives you a reason to explore your world. As you can see here, absolutely beautiful. So let's keep going with all this exploration. Of course, this is why there's so many abandoned camp variants. So that way you can find them all. You can even find woodland explorer maps in here, so you don't even need a cartographer. When you do enough searching, you'll find that all the maps now have unique textures, so you can see all of them pretty self-explanatory and warm ocean ruins. From the camps themselves, you can get ancient city, the 2 pyramids, mansions, trial chambers, and desert ruins, along with mine shafts. So hooray on that. The bottom ones, of course, are locked to the villager rework in order to find other villages with cartographers. Now for the other cool thing. You can see the complete set of concrete. So we can start building completely out of concrete. Although it does mean that building is pretty easy now. You're not really incentivized to use crazy blocks anymore because concrete can solve all of it. Still, this is a fantastic addition, and I will have to delay all my builds on the channel as a result. Either way, it's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, remember, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Either way, enjoy the rest of your day. Gearsaw